again, and welcome back to some climbing news. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'm not even really gonna bother with an intro other than to say, do the YouTube thing, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, let's get this show started. And starting us off today, let's talk about Squamish. The fact that a boulder has been stolen, which, yeah, probably the reason why you clicked on this video, let's be honest. I mean, how the hell does a boulder problem even get stolen? Well, that's the thing. We're actually talking about Portable, probably the world's smallest boulder problem. It's about yay big, more or less. I don't know. I've never been to Squamish. But the point is, this little friggin' stupid little thing is, hilariously enough, one of Squamish's most famous and beloved boulders. I mean, geez, I'm Spanish, and it's one of like 3 things I can name off the top of my head from over there. Like, there's Dreamcatcher, because, duh. Event Horizon, because it's 8C plus V16 and just got done. And then there's Portable, because it's super duper famous. Yeah, people climb this thing. It's a sit start. It's a mantle. It's about V4-ish. There's also a pinch problem, where the whole thing is, can you pick it up as a pinch? And then there are other variations, like climbing up one of the V0 slabs in the area while holding Portable and not using your hands, which apparently is about V10. Portable is stupid. It's a stupid boulder. But that's what makes it so freaking endearing. It's just like, at least to me, a beautiful representation of what makes this sport so freaking great. Because it's so goddamn stupid and absurd, it's not about taking itself seriously. I mean, like, you can't. It's like no one's gonna, be serious and say that Portable is a project of theirs. It's just not possible. And yet, as far as I know, it's one of the most beloved and tried problems in Squamish, like I said before. Someone stole it. Not the first time it happens either. Apparently this thing's been taken a few times before and has gone missing for 1 to 2 days at a time before it's returned. But now, it's apparently been months, which, look, I'm not the kind of person that thinks climbing becoming as popular as it is becoming is all doom and gloom, because to be honest, it's not. It's mostly a very positive thing. And I mean, like, Jesus, this whole show is banking on the growing popularity of the sport. But with a growing population also come certain growing pains. If 1% of climbers are bad people and there are 100 climbers, one idiot being a dipshit isn't going to be felt all that much. But when there are hundreds of thousands of us, dare I say even millions, that 1% means a lot of fucking idiots. And a growing number of idiots can really do some damage. Despite my overwhelming cynicism, I do like to give the benefit of the doubt, because while there are a lot of people who are malicious, there's also a ton of people who don't realize that certain things are pretty goddamn dumb and do them out of pure ignorance. Like, I don't know, not too long ago at one of the gyms I go to, there were a couple of dudes that had brought and bought wire brushes because they're cheaper and were using them on the kilter board, not realizing the damage they could cause the holds. We all gave them a talk and explained why that was a big no-no. Stuff that's kind of, obvious to a lot of us isn't so obvious to new people. How the hell is a newbie who's never been on sandstone supposed to know that wire brushes are okay for cleaning moss off granite boulders, but not on soft rock like sandstone unless he's directly told? Or, he fucks up and damages a problem by accident, then realizes what he's done and feels bad about it. It's kind of the same thing here. Someone who's never been outdoors or doesn't have all that much experience with being, logical, goes to Squamish, tries Portable, loves the problem, thinks to himself, yes, this would make a great souvenir, and takes it home with him. And then the rest of the climbing community suffers because of one idiot who was only thinking about himself. So that person, if they're watching, listen, just like you don't and cannot own the big rocks out there that we all climb on, you also can't own Portable, because it's not yours, it's ours. Well, okay, it's yours, but it's also, it's everyone's, okay? So put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. I'm making light of the situation, because how absurd it is. Someone stole a rock, and we're upset about it. Hilariously, we have the right to be upset, and the person that did so is a selfish fucking moron. Just give it back. Don't fuck with climbers and our rocks. Don't be stupid. Like I said, put it back. Alright, man, let's just move on. Let's talk more flashes. Jules Marchaland time. Yeah, that's right. He's the syndrome to my Mr. Incredible. That's another Pixar reference. What am I doing? My references are out of control. God damn. How did I jump to superhero? Right, flashes. That flash tracks. Okay. Anyways, the machinations of my mind are an enigma. I guess okay, SpongeBob, right? Like, if Squidward, that means I'm Squidward, and I'm sitting here in my house looking out my window because my life is going nowhere. And then there's Jules, his SpongeBob. He's happily riding boulders for miles and running around doing everything he wants to. Like, God, I hate him for it. Piece of shit bastard. Anyways, Climbing World is at the point now where AP V13 boulder flashes don't merit their own posts anymore, apparently. They're just kind of thrown in as an afterthought for a pretty good week. Like, not for nothing, but it's insane to me. This freaking tick list is seen as kind of ordinary, almost commonplace today, when literally 5 to 6 years ago, that thing would have had articles written about it for Climbing Magazine. Now it's just me talking about this stuff because I'm weird and I don't know why, but I'm doing this for no reason. And Climbing Mag's got other stuff to report, like, you know, whether you can bring chalk on a plane. Anyways, Jules, congrats. You flashed 8B in font Ubik Assis and downgraded it. It's doing wonders for my mental health. And the question that I would like to ask him is whether or not he can climb Cryptic 6A in font. Because I know other people who have climbed 8B in font who are shut the hell down on some of those weird ass slabs in the forest. And I'm kind of just really need you to fall off of some stuff for a little bit. Like, just like some really easy stuff, or like stuff that's supposed to be really easy according to like the 80-year-old dude that pops his head out of the bushes in Fontainebleau and just does the problem in front of you. Yeah, that guy. Maybe you can do those boulders or fall off those boulders more like. Please do that. I just want to feel better about myself. He's flashed 8C. Of course he's not gonna, that's not gonna happen. But anyways, yeah, that's congratulations on that AB flash. I'm being weird. I'm gonna stop now. Speaking of font, Brooke Raboutou been making the most of her move to Paris. La Forette's literally 40 minutes away from her, so yeah, Parisians don't know how good they got it. Very Parisian of them. Tangent, I saw a post somewhere about this idea that New York City has the best bouldering in the world that's accessible via public transportation. Someone else said Sydney, Australia was better, but yeah, maybe 40 minutes via train is pushing the definition here, but like, Paris wins, kinda. World bouldering mecca, whether you like it or not. But I don't know, fight each other and me in the comments. I'd love to keep that discussion going because it's interesting. Anyways, Brooke just reported on the ground that she sent an 8B V13 called L'insoutenable légèreté de l'être, the unbearable lightness of being, for those who want a little translation there, to book, by the way, one of them novel things, type things, whatever, by Milan Kundera. Never read it. I hear it's pretty good though. Maybe go read it. I wonder how many boulders there are out there with literary references. I mean, La Danse des Balrogs, that's like the first 8B ever. I'll do a deep dive at some point. What am I doing? Brooke's also apparently done the low start of Karma, which is about 8A plus. If you don't know Karma, need to fix that shit, okay? It's like legendary. Forget what I said about reading. You need to educate yourself on something that really matters. Link to the real thing. Title is unironically suitable to what I just said. Har har. It's a 50-minute climbing film featuring Ben Moon and Jerry Moffat, and yes, it's the same Ben Moon that invented the moon board, in case you didn't know that. Worth watching the whole thing. If you don't have time though, minute 46 is where Karma appears. First ascent was by Fred Nicole in 1995. Coincidentally, same guy that did the FA of Danse de Balrog. Oh my God, it's like all connected. I feel like George Lucas.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
But anyways, yeah, Brooke sent 2 super cool boulders. Also, Karma has a sit-start project that's rumored to be mega hard, so you never know. But yeah, these 2 problems, they're not the hardest thing ever, but they're freaking sick. So yeah, featuring them in here because I'm tired of only showing hard stuff. So many cool boulders out there. They're not flying under the radar just because they don't have big numbers attached to them. It's the antithesis of what climbing's supposed to be about, at least according to me. So I'm making an effort to show other cool boulders. Time to be the change. Let's move on. All right, so next let's talk Dylan Chuat, who's just proposed a new 9A plus route in Valais, Switzerland. So basically, climb out there called La Mola Mola. It was FA'd by Samuel Ometz and given 9A. It's very, very, very pretty climb. Here's a video of Dylan doing it from 2 years ago. I highly recommend you check it out. Now that same dude who bolted and FA'd this thing also did another route, which is probably one of the funnest names ever. It's Où mon doudou, which I looked it up. It's a kid's song. Kind of translates to like, where's my like teddy bear? You know, whatever, plushy, blankie, freaking source of comfort for whatever a child has. For me personally, it was an orca whale plushie. I know, I was adorable. Whatever, it's a hilarious name. Presumably the climb is so fucked it makes you wish you had your blankie with you. Which I love that. Point is, Dylan, who hurt you, dude? I asked that question because for whatever masochistic reason, Dylan decided to try to link Où mon doudou and La Mola Mola. And his first sentence on his Instagram post, where he announced he sent that link up, was to say that it, and I quote, demanded quite a bit of psychological effort. No shit. But hey, look, I hope he gets the help he needs from having put himself through it. He's given us an FA of a 9A+, which he's called Huele Mola, which is appropriate, and I'm assuming video might be incoming, maybe, possibly, soon? Who really knows? And then Filip Schenk, my dudes in Arco for the Rock Masters Festival, which is going to be going down over the weekend. If you don't know what that is, it's a climbing competition. Kind of works as an invitational sort of thing. I'll be covering what happens during it on Tuesday, but it's pretty cool stuff. Basically a speed duel of a hard sport route and an elimination bouldering round plus a regular speed round. It's all a bunch of really cool stuff. I'm putting all that info down in the description if you want to check it out. But reason I'm talking about Filip is, okay, look, in climbing, because social media and probably other reasons, but mostly because of social media, certain climbs go through waves of popularity. We saw it with Brain Rot, with Bosie's 8C plus V16 Boulder in Magic Wood, and now we're seeing it with the 8C V15 Flow State. I don't know why this happens, but it does. And Flow State just kind of on everyone and their mother's radar. Also, interestingly, happens at like every grade. The climbers are like freaking sharks. We see a climb get sent twice. It's like we smell blood in the water and we just feeding frenzy on that thing. I have yet to make up my mind whether that's a good or a bad thing. Probably a bad thing because the sending frenzies happen more often than not with softer climbs, meaning we're all out here chasing grades, which is kind of, I mean, just look at yourself in the mirror. You know you're a grade chaser. I'm a grade chaser. We're all grade chasers. First step is acceptance. Do the Finding Nemo pledge. I am a real climber, not a mindless sending machine. If I am to change this image, I must first change myself. Grades are friends, not food. That last bit maybe didn't make as much sense as I would have liked. You get the picture. 3 for 3 with the Pixar references. God, I'm awesome. But anyways, Filip Schenk sent Flow State. He took a day to do it. He's going to be posting a video soon, which I will let you all know about when he does, because honestly, we haven't really seen much of that boulder despite it having been repeated 5 times since July. But yeah, good for him. And if you're too damn impatient, Giovanni Placci's send video is in the description down there. So you're welcome. Go satisfy your curiosity. And then I finally get to talk about a 9A V17 boulder that's not freaking Burden of Dreams. This is a quick hit, but Nomura Shinichiro is working Alphane and getting pretty freaking close to getting her done. He's got all the moves, he's got big links. Now he's just got to go on, get all that stuff and just put it together. So hopefully it will be happening soon. I'm getting just a tiny bit of burden fatigue, but I mean, you know, it's understandable why everyone seems to want to do it and why everyone's seemingly out there looking for any excuse to give it some go. So such is life. Anyways, just throwing it out there, other than Burden and Alphane, any of you people in the audience care to throw in a guess for what the next repeated 9A will be? Let me know. And then Megos was in Arco for some Patagucci reasons. I don't know what they could have been. Don't really care all that much. I know he was hanging out with Yannick Floye, and he, Alex, not Yannick, managed to send beginning a Stefano Ghisolfi 9A plus route. Do we know how long he took to do it? No, we don't. But it's Megos, so probably not a lot. Also, Patagonia has been ever so slowly making more and more content for their channel. They're still doing the micro beta series, which I think is pretty freaking great. Latest segment was Tommy Caldwell on Empath, which he hilariously downgraded from 9A 514D all the way to 8C 514B. So 2 grades less because, to be fair, he did it in a completely different way from everyone else. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. Links are down below. But yeah, presumably Patagonia is going to be publishing some Megos content, so it will be interesting to see what they come up with. And yeah, good stuff if you're a Megos fan, I suppose. But hey, that was some climbing news. Thanks as always for watching. As always, I'm going to do the YouTube thing and ask all you bastards for a like, a subscribe, a comment, all that good stuff, if and only if you actually are digging the show. But otherwise, you know, that's it for today. Enjoy the weekend. I'll see you all on Tuesday. But until then, of course, and as always, go climb some stuff.